How's it going today there, YouTube? Well, I got an add-on for the Denali there the other night as I put those little teaser picture up there on the social media site. But, you know, it's one truck mod I really don't like. Well, I shouldn't say I don't like. I got a love-hate relationship with it, and that is mud flaps. I don't really like the look of mud flaps. I mean, these would look alright because they're the right from the GMC. Well, I got them from the dealership that bought the truck from, so they're a little bit expensive, but you know they're gonna fit and you know they're gonna look alright, so they fit perfectly. But like I said, I don't really like the look of them that much, but I love them because they save your friggin' truck. Most of you guys know I work on a construction site anyway, so you know, mud, rock, sand, gravel, and road salt and all that stuff will definitely eat away at the paint on your vehicle. I mean, look at my 2010 truck. There was, you looked underneath the back fender up in here. This is like brand new back here. It only just started to rot up in here. So before I sent it down the road, I was going to take the mud flaps off, but then I figured out, well, those wouldn't fit on this one anyway. So I went and got a new set. Now the back ones are pretty simple to put on. I just had to drill 3 holes in the plastic there. There's already pre-existing holes in the sheet metal. Then I've just got like these little U-clips with a thread on the back side, and then you just thread your screws into there. And there's one up on the bottom side. That's all fine and dandy. But to do the front ones on these, I was thinking it was going to be kind of a challenge because the way the GM had laid it out with the fasteners they gave you, they wanted you to install one of these things. That is a nut insert or a rivet nut. So basically it's a rivet with threads inside. So basically you insert that into the fender, and when you crank the bolt down, this part crushes in behind the sheet metal, and that keeps from pulling back out. But it sounds like a good idea and all, right? Until you have to drill a 9mm hole into the fender of your truck. I wasn't having no part of that. I've never seen that before in any set of mud flaps I've ever installed. I used to work for a Ford dealership, so I've installed my fair set, I should say. So what I ended up doing, I took the 2 bolts out of the fender that holds your plastic piece on. I took those out, and then you put the flap on, and then I just had an extra fastener laying around because I had a set of Husky liner mud flaps, I think for my 2010 truck. I had these extra screws laying around, and I've got extra stuff laying around anyway because, well, you guys know me, I tinker around with cars all the time. And I just drilled a little pilot hole. It's a self-tapping screw, and then I put it in there with the screw gun, and it worked just fine. So that's rock solid, and that'll never go anywhere. There's also on this style of mud flap, there's a piece of 3M tape back here, 2-sided tape, and you clean this plastic up, and then that'll stick to it. It's a little bit cold right now, but I can always take the heat gun and warm the plastic up, and it'll stick on there just fine. So I guess it doesn't look really all that bad. I mean, it is a black truck, so they do kind of blend in. So it doesn't really look all that bad, I guess. But like I said, I never used to be a big fan of mud flaps, but all in all, they do save your truck. So I mean, if it looks a little bit odd, well, not odd, but different, but it does what it's supposed to do, money well spent. And with the 14 and up, 14, 15s and whatnot trucks, they give you this little mud flap on the front too, so that comes factory. Oh, I guess it doesn't really look all that bad. I think I'll survive. So anyway, if you guys like what you see, please comment, rate, subscribe.